segment is proudly brought to you by the STJFL, Cripps Bakery, Hawthorn Football Club, ID Clothing and Collier's Real Estate.
And welcome to this week's STJFL Footy Show. I'm Martin Duffy and I'm joined in the studio by Andrew Hopwood.
G'day there, Duff. G'day everyone. I'm very excited, Duff. The cameras have been everywhere. Where have we been? Let's get on to the game,
Let's get straight into it. We had 5 games on the weekend, Hoppy. Out at Pontville, we had Cygnet versus Brighton in the under-11s. We also had Brighton Blue versus New Norfolk in the under-11s. And in the big game at 2 p.m, it was Brighton under-12s versus New Norfolk. And at Bellerive, Hoppy.
Yes, we went on to the under-15s, which was Clarence v Glenorchy, and the same with the under-16s, Clarence and Glenorchy. But Duff, back to the top. Let's go to that first game where we saw Cygnet under-11s 6-4-40 defeating Brighton Red under-11s 4-5-29. For Cygnet, the goal kickers, Duggan 2, Clifford, Kyle, Colson, Dance. Best players, Colson, Cowan, Clifford, Burton, Dance, Clifford, big name Dance down there in Cygnet. Brighton Red under-11s, you got your Muskets goal kickers with 1, Keller, Birchall, Richards. Best players up there were Lodge, Richards, Birchall, King, Foster and Young Wiggins.
Running pass was the 63 Burnett. Might get it back now, does, runs in towards the goal. Interesting style of bounces through, it's a goal. A day out. To Peter O'Neill. O'Neill gets around a few. Kicks it high, looking for a mark down here, off hands at the back. They read it best of all. Here's a chance for Duggan, and Duggan gets another one. Going to win our convincing winners today. Here's a chance though, might be a chance for a late one. Trying to get on the left boot, does so.
Good work.
That was Billy Muscat, surely.
And some great play there in the under-11 game. I'll tell you what, those Cygnet boys, the footy down at Cygnet, the future of the Cygnet Footy Club is looking very good. You know, Hoppy, they must have left, I'd say, at probably 7 a.m. to come up to Brighton to play that game.
I heard they drove through the fog of Huonville to get there. They're as keen as mustard, Duff. They love their footy down there.
Straight into game number 2, Hoppy.
Righto, what have we got here, Duff? We've got Brighton Blue under-11s, 15-9, 99 to New Norfolk under-11s, 1-2-8 for the Brighton, the goal kickers. Skolowski 3, Cripps, great name there 2, Jones 2, Davey 2, Gittis, Campbell, Knowles, Phillips, Percy, Wakefield. Best players, Branch, Reed, Fisher, Wakefield, Knowles and North. And for New Norfolk, Triffett was the goal kicker. Well done, young fella. Best players, York, Triffett, Williams, Triffett, Campbell and Croswell Duff.
And let's cut to our commentator, Kane Triffett.
Good hands, good perseverance there from Morgan Miller. He got it to a teammate here. Liam Triffett deserves a goal. Did he get it? He's put it through. New Norfolk have for Brighton. Been fantastic.
Here we go, Trev. Big build up here again. They did this in the second quarter very well. Ball comes down and shows him the ball.
Davey's got one. Jumper in, socks up to old Davey. And that's how you kick it.
He's a gun. He's a gun.
That's how you kick it. Scrubby old kick. Here he is again now, Ryan Jones. He's hungry for more goals. Oh, great mark. Good stuff.
Yeah. Some good signs here for New Norfolk. Don't you worry about that.
Kolski. Still barking out instructions. He'd be like that at breakfast time with his kids, I reckon.
Oh, that's a good goal.
Kolski gets the Golski. Another one.
Yeah, love the accuracy there, Duff. Beautiful. You've got to take your opportunities when they present themselves.
I'm not quite sure what the commentator was on there barking out things at breakfast time, but that's our commentator, Kane Triffett. Now, we're going to break it up here this week, Hoppy. We've got, of course, our STJFL Mystery Question of the Week brought to you by Cripps, the Master Baker. And, of course, winners of our 2 Cripps competitions every week win this marvellous pack. And, by golly, I can see you must like that one, Poppy.
Beautiful pack there by Cripps.
Now the answer to last week's question, as you can see there on your screen. I played with Lauderdale in the STJFL and SFL, the Tassie Mariners, the Tassie Devils, and now I play at Carlton in the AFL. And the answer, of course, was Mitch Robinson. And the winner was Nathan Cranfield from Claremont, I do believe.
Fantastic work. Now, Duff, this week's question.
This week, this is going to be a very, very hard one.
Righto, Duff.
Put a lot of thought to this one, boys. Okay, here we go.
Here's your thinking caps. Who am I? Well, Duff, you going to do it, son?
You can go for it.
Oh, no, I'll better do this one. Here we go. Who am I? I was drafted by Carlton in 1999. I played for the Tassie Devils in the VFL and actually finished second in the best and fairest to Benny Atkin. I now play with Clarence. There we are, Duff. You have to get the old thinking caps on that one.
I know who it is.
Well, you're a walking encyclopedia of football. You've been filming the damn thing for 100 years, son. You'd have them all on tape.
Coming up to my 500th game later this year. I do expect a big banner for that one. But no, simply, if you think you know the answer, simply email us here at footyshow@hutchtv.com.au. And Hoppy, it's time for our third game already.
Fantastic there, Duff. As we move back to the Pontville Oval, we saw the Brighton under-12s 12-7-79 defeating the New Norfolk 3-1-19. The goal kickers there for Brighton were Drew with 3, Armstrong 2, Trinder, Pennicott, Jones, Scott, Adams, Marshall and Wiley a single apiece, with Pennicott, Goss, Drew, Randall, Howard and Morgan adjudged best for that particular team. For the vanquished, the New Norfolk Eagles, Hills kicked 1, King and Salter all come with singles. Best players Rowbottom, Triffett, King, Russell, Salter and Jarvis.
He saw them coming, did well, nice courage shown there. Here's Colby King. King kicks down towards goal, it's bouncing through. There's that awkward style, that awkward but effective style. Flew high. Connor Salter brings one down.
That player, I think it's Keegan Wiley.
Wiley, yes. 25 for Brighton. Damien Jones has got the young John Farnhams about him.
John
Sorry about
Farnhams.
that, yes, you know Johnny. Then about 4, come back to oh! You don't mind? Hey, bit of celebration.
That is a great goal.
Now, at quarter time in that match, they were about 7 goals to zip down, and we were thinking, my God, it's going to be about a 20-goal sort of deficit or defeat. But his team, after quarter time, came out and really got themselves back into the match, and it just goes to show you, and you'd know this as a coach, although your teams used to always win.
Oh, turn it up, Duff.
No, but when you're being beaten in a game of footy, boys, it's not all about, or not always about winning.
It's all about doing your best, Duff. You can't do any more. That's the same in life. I'm not going to try and preach here, Duff, but all your parents can ask is do the best you can. You can't do any more than that, Duff. That's all we can ask.
And what I was alluding to, it was just great to see the boys after quarter time keep their head up and get their hands on the ball and ended up kicking a few goals themselves.
Fantastic work. Now, Duff.
Yes.
We're going to be talking about the Hawks now. What can you tell me about the Hawthorn Football Club?
The Hawthorn Football Club, well, as we know, Hoppy, they play down here in Tasmania, and they've been doing that for about, what, 5 or 6, 7 years now?
Yeah, it's great to be able to go up the road and see some AFL footy.
The 2008 premiers?
Yeah, they haven't had quite as good year this year, had a few injuries, but still going along well. And, of course, we've got some players in that team that come from Tasmania. I think of Birchall, Taylor, just to name a few there, Duff. Yep. And they've got a pretty hard game this week as they front up against Carlton at Etihad Stadium. That'll be an absolute perler.
And we just look at where the Hawks are playing. It is against Carlton. I'm not sure if I'm going to be going over there for that one, but I'll tell you where I will be on the 12th of June, round 12, Hawthorn versus Adelaide at Aurora. And of course, they're playing, what, 4 or 5 games in Tasmania?
Yeah, the one after that's the one I like. I'll be going up there to see big Jonathan Brown and Fev, see how they go on the big expanse of Aurora Oval. That'll be an absolute belter. Get your tickets early for that one. And then, where normally it's one where Fremantle, you sort of think of the lesser lights coming over from the west, but they're just a powerhouse of the competition. So we're very fortunate here in Tasmania to have the Hawks play in this fair state, and that's going to be an absolute ripper as well.
It will, and of course, a couple of weeks ago at the Under-9 Gala Day at North Hobart, we just got some vision on our screen again. We can see Shane Stevenson there. He was handing over a cheque to Jimmy Boy.
Oh, that's fantastic. Of course, the Hawks, as part of their sponsorship for junior footy, they come down here, of course, play, but they have put a fair bit back into the community. And of course, as junior football, we love that, and it's great to see the Hawks holding their camps and not only put their hand in the old skyrocket and pass over some money to us as well, Duff.
That's right, Hoppy. Now, just about time to go for this first clip. Of course, don't forget, viewers, to click on clip number 2 if you want to see the rest of the show.
Of course they will, Duff. Go directly to clip number 2, just press on the button and you'll see more of us.
And of course, after the break, we're going to be talking youth footy. We've got under 15s and 16s. And just as we go to the break, Hoppy, I'd like to send a personal thanks, Hoppy, to the Brighton Junior Football Club and all the committee out there. We've got some of the crew on the screen, to Diane Muscat and the ladies and the guys. Thanks very much, guys, for getting us out like you do every year. And that's about it for this segment, Hoppy.
Fantastic. Thanks to all the committees around the clubs and all the hard workers. And let's go to clip number 2.